I thrive in an institution.
Welcome to Good Night, the show that's just like the Iran war. We just can't stop. 5-time Grammy and Emmy-nominated comedian Margaret Cho, everybody. Yeah. There's a thing of weed in the backyard.
It's real.
The name on it says God's gift.
My friends kidnapped me and put me in a home.
#1 best-selling author. He's crossed off 96 out of 100 crazy items on his bucket list, including drinking with Prince Harry, being on Oprah. Ben Nemtin, everybody.
Out of nowhere, President Obama strolled on the court, and that was something that I thought was totally impossible.
Someone said that I can't guard because he's so tall. I don't give a fuck.
She crushes beer cans between her breasts.
And under. Finalist on America's Got Talent, Learnmore Jonasi, everybody. You've seen his specials on Netflix and Showtime, and his most recent special, Starfish, on YouTube. It's Brad Williams, everybody.
I feel like we have every fetish covered.
I thought this was about the accomplishments, but it's about living intentionally, really, right?
Threesome. Marry Ruth Organics. This is Marry Ruth. Like, how did you end up building literally one of the world's biggest companies?
Pain tolerance.
You find me having the threesome with these guys over here on the show. Okay.
Just got a text that my girlfriend has moved out.
Bisexuality is a lie that you tell to soften the blow of your gayness.
Instead of having a beer with Prince Harry like Ben did, put a hair in your beer.
As you grow, you change, and those changes, and now it's obviously less about...
Next point wins. That was not okay to say. She's right here.
You ready for a recap?
Yes. Some bullshit. They both look freaked out. They suggested it. I didn't suggest shit.
It's Good Night with Ben Gleib. And now, the man who says, read the intro or I get the hose again, it's Ben Gleib.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. And this is Keith Harris and the two Big Spicy, everybody. There it is. Thank you all for joining us from around the world. Thanks for being here in person. It's great to be with all of you. Welcome to Good Night, the show that's just like the Iran war. We just can't stop. We should, though. What's the point of this? You know what I mean? Hunter Biden said on a podcast that he gets a, quote, kinky vibe from Senator Ted Cruz, which, quote, may or may not be gay. Wow, I guess Hunter Biden's sex life is a lot more boring than we thought. He went from drug-fueled threesomes to studying Ted Cruz. Spain has won the World Cup, everybody. Let's pretend like we care. We'll pretend like we care about it. Yes, now they can focus on more important things, like learning to pronounce Barcelona while not sounding like an idiot. Ooh, shots fired. Spain airbrushed Trump out of its World Cup celebration photo. Yep, they did that. Then Melania said, do you do wedding photos? I want to replace with very kinky Ted Cruz and Hunter Biden. In my country, it's known as the devil's threesome. Tom Cruise became friends with Elmo at the final FIFA World Cup game this week. But how could they even have a friendship? Elmo's a puppet. Talk about a mission impossible. Elmo says that's a lame joke. Elmo, Scientologist now. Elmo say if you use e-meter, you can clear your reactive mind. Okay, I really don't think this is the... Elmo thinks you're weak, Satan. Who needs auditing? Auditing? This is... Did Elmo stutter? Tom say Elmo's friends not question Elmo. Dude, I can question you. My hand is literally up your ass. That tickles. That's Elmo, everybody. That's Elmo. You can have that. Trump imposed a 50%, I have to go right back into jokes as though nothing happened. Trump imposed a 50% tariff on Canada this week, our largest trading partner, that will increase the cost of lumber, cement, and hockey sticks. Makes you wonder, what in the HE are we doing? I would have said what in the HE double hockey sticks, but it's too expensive. We were on the fence about cutting that. I said, let's go with it. Life expectancy rose to record highs last year, but what's the good news? Pete Hegseth is now screening military members for testosterone levels. The soldiers with the highest levels will receive a celebrity hall pass to fuck Hegseth. It's like an incredible grand prize. The Pentagon released new UFO files, including chilling footage of a dark object flying over the Atlantic. Thankfully, we don't have to worry. It was just Trump and his new maxed-out Qatari jet. It's surprising how camouflage an airplane can be with just 5% tint and truck nuts. When asked about it, the lady who serves peanuts on board said, "I don't know, I'm just a stripper." She wanted to serve peanuts to the presidential bedroom on the plane, but Hunter Biden was in there fucking Ted Cruz. Who would have ever thought that? Mexican drug lord El Mayo was sentenced to life in prison in U.S. federal court. Before he was caught, Mayo was on the lam, which is a weird combo. If you're unfamiliar with this story, catch up. Look, Mayo got caught in a pickle. He better relish his last days of freedom. He's been peppered with questions about an assault in Mexico. It's going to be hard for him when he gets out of jail because he must start his life over again. Better late than never. When asked who committed the crimes he's accused of, he said, Jews? Upon being found guilty, Mayo said, "Me so sorry." When he had a chance to make a run for it, his partner in crime said, "Mango chutney." He'll have to act real tough in prison. People will be all, "What's going on, Mayo?" And he'll be replying probably like, "Wasabi." When asked what his sex life will be in prison, he said he will probably have it Mike's way. The hardest part, of course, will be at the end of those encounters when he has to duck sauce. If you're just joining us, drug lord El Mayo was sentenced to life in prison. Here on Good Night, we just bring you the hard news. The East Coast was hit hard by the Canadian wildfires, the sky filled with so much orange smoke, people thought Trump was named Pope. You hear this? You hear this? Trump could have been named Pope. You hear this? In Massachusetts, can you hold this, please? Thank you. I need my hands for this joke. I didn't figure that part out. In Massachusetts, a man in a mime costume was taken to jail for harassing women at a park, or as he would say it, "My name's Mike. Please excuse the mayo all over my face. I want to introduce you to my dear friend, Ted Cruz." You know, sometimes you can't test stuff in advance. I'm curious to see how the footage on that one looks. I have my drink back. I need it urgently. Thank you, alcohol. I avoided an article this week titled, "If you go to the gym and your partner doesn't, couples therapists have a warning for you." I have a warning for couples therapists. Shut the fuck up. You're ruining this for me. Apparently there's now a phenomenon called Ozempic feet, where when you're on Ozempic, your feet don't have enough padding to walk around. When asked for comment, Quentin Tarantino said, "This has gone too far, okay?" The Odyssey came out, and it's almost 3 hours long. I think I'll wait for the book. And finally, Usha Vance ushered in a fourth child to her and Vice President J.D. Vance. In tough news for the family, the baby was brown and immediately deported. Let's check in with Leedy Corbin, ladies and gentlemen, who is here live with us from New York City and will be drawing the entire show tonight. At the end, she will summarize everything that has gone on. But Leedy, I believe you have a drawing for us already, is that right?
Yes, I do. Oh, just got Trump as Pope.
Oh, there it is. Make Catholicism Trump again. I do think that's what Catholicism needs for sure. Oh, he would definitely put himself on the cross for sure. We will check back in at the end of the show with Leedy Corbin. A round of applause for her. On the show tonight, we have comedy icon Margaret Cho with us, ladies and gentlemen. We have New York Times #1 best-selling author Ben Nemtin is with us, everybody. We have America's Got Talent Finalist Learnmore Jonasi, everybody. And we have Netflix comedian Brad Williams with us. And as always, we have Lance Tolbert on the keys and Keith Harris on the drums. This is Keith Harris and the Two-Piece Spicy, everybody. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Keith, you fly in from Vegas every week for the show.
Yes. I was a long time resident of California, but I moved to Vegas 3 years ago.
We had plans for you to do this with me, and you're like, let me move to Vegas right before it starts.
Exactly.
That
very
was nice.
Convenient. Very.
So we fly you in every week.
Yes.
And we put you up sometimes different places. Can you share with everybody where you're staying this week?
Listen, I had the most gracious host today, your mother.
That's true.
She is so beautiful. She gives the best hugs, by the way.
Whoa. Yeah, I haven't hugged her in a minute, but that's nice.
Oh, wait a minute. She made me my favorite thing, and I didn't even ask her. Frozen grapes. They were already there.
Wait, is that for real though?
No, very.
Literally, I saw this frozen grapes in her fridge 2 days ago, in her freezer 2 days ago, and she was like, please don't touch them. They're for a special occasion.
Yeah, me. It was me.
To have a talk with Mom.
Yeah.
I'm very glad you're comfortable.
Very comfortable, dude.
Keith Harris, everybody. We announced last week that the best comment on the YouTube video of last week's episode would win a free VIP ticket to be on our video walls for a future show. And our guest, Shan Boudram, if you missed the episode, showed us how to pleasure a woman by practicing on a lemon. The winning comment was at Angela-BC2UL, who asked, why do I suddenly want lemonade? I understand the question, and you've won a free ticket. Just DM me at Ben Gleib on Instagram to collect. Round of applause for our winning comment. I was just in New York doing press for the show last week and ended up doing a few stand-up sets around the city, including at one of my favorite places in the world, the iconic Comedy Cellar. They have kindly given us permission to show you a little bit of my performance there, so please enjoy me really coming at the crowd for no reason at all. How did you two meet?
We met in high school.
In high school? And how old are you now?
I'm 33.
33? You've been together the whole time?
No.
How long you been together?
10 years.
10 years. So what happened between 18 and 23 that you decided to give up on the people you wanted to be with? I'm kidding. It's a beautiful love you have. What changed?
Different schools and different places.
Oh, different schools. You went to college elsewhere.
Yeah.
And you missed each other.
Fuck other people.
Fuck other people. Wow. Sir, that was not okay to say. She's right here. But now that you said it, how many other people did you fuck? I think it's important that we get to the bottom of it.
5 or 8.
5 or 8? First of all, that's for sure 8. If you're going to try to bring the number down, say 7 or 8. You can't, 5 or 17. I'm pretty sure everything's in that range. My God. That is wild. How many did you fuck in between?
I don't even know.
You don't even know? Damn. That is a good response. What do you do for a living when you're not fucking all day? You have a job or you're too tired? That's a little taste of the Comedy Cellar, everybody. My first guest tonight is a 5-time Grammy and Emmy-nominated comedian, an actress who created and starred in the groundbreaking sitcom All-American Girl. You've seen her in 30 Rock, Hacks, her iconic stand-up specials, and the upcoming erotic comedy thriller I Want Your Sex, currently performing around the country on her Choligarchy tour. It's Margaret Cho, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Margaret Cho. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you. What a great show.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful Condiments run.
Yeah?
I was
Thank
like,
you.
he's not going to run out of condiments. This is going to keep going.
Yeah, they really wanted me to like keep moving last night into other jokes, and we just kept Googling more condiments.
I think that, yeah, I was like wanting more and more and more.
Thank you.
So
was Mayo.
He's gonna get it Mike's way. I always
100%.
get it Mike's way.
You gotta get it Mike's way.
And you have an amazing band.
Amazing. Black Eyed Peas legend and the Susan Lucci of music. He's been nominated for 10 Grammys.
So beautiful.
Incredible.
I mean, yeah, it's like you create. I mean, this is a real talk show.
It's a real talk show.
This is super cool.
Thank you, Margaret.
I'm excited.
Thank you for being here. Your dog is licking all of me.
She loves you. She's proud of you.
Thank you.
She's
She's
a big.
very
We're
sweet.
big fans.
Thank you. Thank
We've
you.
been fans for decades.
Well,
for a
you're the
long
greatest.
time.
You and I have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Can I just tell a story about Margaret? You're one of the sweetest human beings. You were living in Atlanta shooting the show Drop Dead Diva for
a lifetime.
For Lifetime. And so you wanted to do stand-up when you were there a lot, obviously, keep yourself sharp. And so this legend right here, 2 years in a row when I was headlining at the Laughing Skull, you said you would open for me all weekend.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. It was like one of the honors of my life that you did that. And then I had done it the first year, and I tried to record an album that weekend, and I didn't release it the whole next year. And you came into my dressing room, and Margaret says, "Why didn't you release that album?" And I said, "I just couldn't get to it. I'm like not good at like following through on things sometimes." And you said, "Well, you're gonna record again this weekend. I'm gonna produce your album for you, and you're gonna leave Atlanta with a finished album."
Wow. Yeah.
And we did it.
That was so wonderful.
This is the album. I get to plug my own album during your interview.
It's an awesome album.
Thank you. Live from the
So
Vortex,
perfect.
produced by Margaret Cho.
Yay!
So,
We're
thank
so
you for
proud
that.
of that. That
Thank
was so
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much. And we just worked hard on it all weekend. And we kept going to your place, and you were telling me the stuff wasn't as funny as I thought, and to cut stuff, and it was great.
It was so well, we got the best out of it, and now it's out there, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's great. Thank you.
Of course. In Atlanta, we had a lot of fun times. You took me on a very fun night one time to the Claremont Lounge. You remember this?
Yes, the Claremont Lounge is there's a strip club, but the strippers, the median age is 80.
Yeah, pretty much.
82.
It's the original strippers that
They're-
worked there from back in the day.
They're real, and it's kind of like, it's a small place, and they dance on the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And the main stripper, her name is Blondie. She's, I think, the oldest.
She's the
probably-
can one, right?
She crushes beer cans between her breasts.
And under. She would
under.
drop one, and it would literally
Yes.
crush.
Yeah.
It was the weight of a truck.
Yes, and she's, I think, probably almost 90 years old.
Damn.
And now she's
She looked
about 90
good.
years.
I thought she was
looked
like
great.
50, 55.
Yeah, no, she's a
I would
little
100%
older.
went in if I had a chance.
She's beautiful, but she's also a poet, and
Yeah.
her poetry is actually in the Library of Congress.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's
that
just
part
an
I didn't know. I was
amazing-
focused on the beer cans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing woman.
Good for
so,
her. That's
yeah, we
incredible.
went there,
Yep.
and Atlanta itself is a very interesting place because you think it's kind of conservative and it's the old South, but it's actually very exciting, and there's
Yeah.
lots of crazy nightlife. And
It was right across from Laughing Skull was this gay black nightclub that we went into for
Bulldogs.
drinks. Bulldogs. Yep.
Bulldogs.
That was a good
yes,
time.
Yes, and it's a very fun, like, they have like a really good strip club which is called Swinging Richards, which is like all the guys.
I missed
there.
that club.
Yeah,
somehow.
I don't think you got to come.
No, or didn't want to come. That's,
Yeah.
that's one of two options.
All the guys, they're just like big dudes. It's like giant, very straight-looking men in jock straps, but they're also on the pole. So you don't have to be a woman to work the pool.
You don't.
No.
No.
It's very inclusive.
It is a very inclusive town. And we also had a very funny experience at lunch. We went to lunch one day there too. And you said to me, it's the funniest thing anybody's ever said to me. You said, Ben, this is a weird question to ask somebody, but would you mind going into the restroom here and stealing 2 rolls of toilet paper for me? And I said, I guess I could do that, but why? And you remember what you said?
No.
You said to me, I'm out of toilet paper. And I said, why don't you buy it at the store? And you said, I'm too gangster to have toilet paper in my cart.
I think, yeah. At that point, I was trying to like be very ATL, and you know, I just didn't. You just don't feel. You know what I mean? Like it's just a bummer to have a big thing like Charmin coming out of the store. Like you just don't feel. You don't want. I mean, everybody needs it, but you don't want to look like you need it.
That's true. This is like probably pre-Amazon. And Amazon's kind of
Right.
solved
There was
that
no.
problem.
There was no. Yeah, we didn't have that ability to do that.
That's right.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
It's amazing.
So, for those who don't know some of your origin in comedy, I'm curious if you could share. You won a comedy competition to start it all off, kind of, and it took a weird turn.
Yes, I had dropped out of high school, but I entered a comedy competition that was for college students, and I won the West Coast region. And so the Midwest was John Glazer won, and then the East Coast was won by a rap group called Red Johnny and the Round Guy, who is actually John DiMaggio, who is a wonderful voice actor. Futurama is one of his credits. He's amazing. So we all got to, the big prize was to open for Jerry, bless you, Jerry Seinfeld in Fort Lauderdale. And so it was like the big college competition winners. And so we opened for Jerry Seinfeld, and Jerry said to me, if I decided to make this a career, that I would be very successful and that I should consider it. And that was such a great vote of confidence. And I wasn't even in school anyway, so I thought,
why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
So from that show, I got MTV's Half Hour Comedy Hour, which was like the big show on MTV in like the late 80s. It was such a big deal to get on that show, so I got a spot on that. And then I was able to do a lot of television, but it was all from lying to get into this comedy competition.
What did you lie about?
I lied. I wasn't in college.
Oh, you had to. I
wasn't even a high school graduate. So lying to, but
sometimes you have to do that.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Nobody cares.
And then later, I told the producers. A few years later, I worked with the people who put on the contest at the Aspen Comedy Festival. I told them, oh, you know, I wasn't in college, so my win was illegitimate. And they're like, we don't give a shit. So,
you tried to undercut your own legitimacy.
I tried to be
honesty.
honest and say I didn't win under the right circumstances.
No, don't do that.
No.
Keep secrets.
It's better to keep secrets.
I think that's the move for sure.
Okay, I'll do that.
And speaking of, you can feel free to keep some and answer this question, but you've had some interesting, very funny romantic misfires in your life. I believe there was one involving hair braiding that was quite interesting.
Well, it's the whole thing. So I went on a date, and this was in New York, and I'm not sure, the person is like, has transitioned, so I don't know if I could, I'm misgendering, say, at that point he was a he.
It's not up to you to keep up with people's future states.
I think he was
you only knew them when you knew them.
But we went to a play where it was in the round, and you know when you're in environmental theater, you don't really know kind of like where the show is, but it's all happening around you. And I realized that he and I were the only people who were not in the show. Everybody else was in the show.
They didn't sell a lot of tickets.
Well, no, the show started happening around us, and the show consisted of people that had their hair braided together, like, so their heads were connected by a braid. Isn't that weird? Yeah. Their head is a braid, and it was all people, like these 2-unit people.
It's the inspiration for Human Centipede.
It's giving Human Centipede.
It was giving that, for sure.
But it was all hair connected. And I was wearing these really short shorts, but that becomes important later. And so...
I find it to be important right now.
It's important. So the show, all these hair people were like running around us, and then the MC of the show came out, and he was telling the audience, not the audience, but the people who were in the show who were kind of audience, me and this guy, saying, bring me a fat woman. I need a fat woman now. And all of the hair people, you have.
I've said that.
All of the hair people they grabbed me. And they brought me to the front of the place. And I'm like, am I fat? I don't know. And I was really embarrassed, but then I was so embarrassed. I don't know why I started my period. And really hard, and it was rolling down my leg.
Come into play.
I'm wearing the shortest shorts, and it was like it was in my shoe, like it was coming down. It was like a stress flow. I don't know. It was really weird. And then I said, I want to go home. And I just walked out, and I didn't see that person again.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
I don't know if that's a misfire, but it.
Oh, yes, a misfire.
Yeah.
This show's now on Broadway. I don't know if you're interested in seeing it.
But the hair was braided together.
It was so dumb.
So it's just a weird show.
Not everything needs to be a show.
That was just a show for me and that person. I should check in with them and see what gender they are now, and what they're going by, and how they remember it.
Maybe you guys can give it another go.
Maybe we could try it again.
I like that.
I would like them better if they're a woman. I prefer.
You prefer women?
I prefer women.
Is that these days or generally speaking?
In general, I realize over my long relationship with Dick, it's never worked out. It's been 50 years. I need another. You
blame the dicks and not yourself on that. Huh?
I do blame the dick.
What do you think it is about the dick?
I don't know. I think I just have to blame something, and that seems like the thing to blame.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
We're used to it.
It's given me the most problems.
I get that.
Vagina never lets you down. Pussy is like
that. I can agree with.
Pussy consistency is what
true.
I'm like about. Like pussy is always like, it's there for you. You know, it's just.
Yeah, I mean it's a little moody, but it's there for you.
Yeah, but it's just always the same. Whereas dick is like, I don't know. Dick is always very different to me.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, it's a lot of pressure.
And it's attached to a man.
Oh, right. That's all part of the problem. Because I understand when you grew up, it was like a very gay supporting community that people were actually disappointed when you let them know that you were also into men.
Yes. No, people were freaked out. Because, like, when my parents owned a gay bookstore, and I was really nurtured to believe that gay was normal. And when I realized that I was bisexual later, people really freaked out. My parents still are freaked out because they don't believe in bisexuality, because they think that bisexuality is a lie that you tell to soften the blow of your gayness.
Mm-hmm. Pun intended.
Yeah, absolutely, softening the blow. So when they see me with somebody like a man, they're like, no. No. They don't believe it.
I get it. What has it been like for you growing up queer? What has that meant to you? What is the struggle of that? Has it been challenging?
No, I think it's to me it's just very well. It's the way it's challenging is to be both, because when you're gay, the gay community is so warm and welcoming and so important and big in your life and helpful. But then when you're bisexual, the gay people are like weirded out.
They feel betrayed.
They feel betrayed, and they feel like, well, you know, it's somehow a betrayal of your true nature.
Feels a little judgy to me.
It's a little bit judgy because by erasures are really, it's like you cop out. Like you've succumbed to society's view on what you should be. And then, you know, when you're, well, I don't know, when you know, straight people always accept bisexual women. That's a different, like, you're actually like, they like you more.
Agreed, yeah.
If you're bisexual.
I mean, it's a plus.
Yeah, it's a plus. It's like a very, I mean, that's why it's such a big thing in porn. You know, bisexual women are a commodity.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, it just doubles the audience.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a very...
From a sheer numbers basis, you know.
But it's a shallow thing, too, because they're, you know, sort of interested in the sort of the voyeuristic or the kind of eroticism by proxy feeling around it.
Right, and it's like an entry, like a safe entry point into gayness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you've also, though, it seems to me like you're in the best place. You've actually said recently that you feel totally yourself, almost for the first time.
Yes, yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, I think it's menopause. I think it's just when women are older, like we just are not making decisions from our hormones. We're actually making decisions for ourselves, which is like a very, when you realize, oh, this is actually my choice rather than this biological imperative to have children or a couple or to satisfy society. So I really love it.
You don't have kids?
No.
You happy about that?
I'm really happy about that. I mean, I have Lucia, my dog, and I have 3 cats, and
That's too much. I think you know that's too much.
it's kind of too much. It's kind of a little bit chaotic.
Yeah, it's a little
but
chaotic.
I do love it.
But you also, I mean, you're like just in your zone. You look great.
Thank you.
Our mutual dear friend Robert Heyman just did some beautiful like high art photo shoot with you, and we have the photos. Is it okay if we show them?
Yeah, of course.
These some gorgeous, very interesting photos of Margaret. If we could show the first one real quick. This is maybe a look of Margaret Cho you have not seen. Look at that. Woo! Those are all real tattoos.
Those are all real tattoos.
Wow.
Damn.
And yeah, Robert did an amazing job. He's an amazing photographer. And I think that,
Robert's sitting here in the crowd right now, by the way, if you want to see Robert right back there. Robert
He's an incredible artist. And yeah, we had a lot of fun doing this. I'm actually covered in oil.
Yeah, he likes to do, he's done photo shoots with them. I get covered in milk and stuff. It's very strange. Let's go to the next photo. Look at that. And let's see the next one. Is that George Washington on your, wait, we gotta go back. George Washington right there on your.
It's George Washington and Abraham Lincoln on my kneecaps because it costs $6 to spread them. Silly. So silly.
The maths on that. I love that.
Not bad.
I love that. Really well done. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
Now that you're in this great place, can we talk a second about like harder times?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, you know, like you've come out on the other side of addiction. It was alcohol was the big issue for you?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. I mean, I love drugs. I love alcohol. I love all drugs. I love everything, and that's a big problem.
Yeah.
You know?
I like some of that stuff too.
It's good, but it's like I don't do it in a way that's fun. Like I don't do it in a way
You just
that
go too far with it.
I just go way too far with it, and I always have, and so you know, finally I've gotten to a place of like, well, you know, it's better to just be sober, which is kind of amazing.
What's the point that you knew you had to stop?
I didn't choose to stop. I was institutionalized. Like my friends kidnapped me and put me in a home. Like I thrive in an institution. I'm really good. I am so.
You took that as a sign. Keep going. Now you got walls. They're padded. You're good to go.
Like I do really well.
You have that vibe.
I like that structure. I like it. You know.
Here's your applesauce, Miss Cho.
I think it's really great. So you know that's always there for me when I need it. But yeah, I was in a place. I went to a rehab. I was there for a year and 9 months.
Wow.
And I mean, people, you don't have to go for that long, but I really did
it.
well. I loved it, and also I was scared because a lot of the people there died.
Oof.
They were like famous people and people who, like generational wealth, like Nepo babies, like people who had no business dying. You know, they were rich, they were young, they were super successful, their families were successful, they were white. I'm like, why would you waste all that whiteness and power?
That's too much. I mean,
it's like so sad.
Once you said they were white, I'm like, they can't die.
No, they really like had everything off, like to have them like set up for life. They had everything, and they just couldn't kick the drugs, couldn't kick the alcohol. So I just thought, I'm just gonna try to do this, and so I'm lucky.
Is it still tempting a lot?
No.
Good.
No,
Wow.
different things are tempting. Like I'm definitely addicted to my phone. I'm definitely addicted to social media. I'm definitely like.
You're one of the best texters. You reply very quickly.
I'm very fast on the phone. I'm always texting. Like I'm always on the phone. So there's things that I'm addicted to, but there's nothing. It's nothing like that.
No substances.
No.
That's nice.
No, it's like it shifts to other kinds of things, like work, like show business, which is a kind of addiction as well, you know, and success and wanting to continue to be successful.
Which you've done, I think, so beautifully. I need to get into our Thunder Round with you in a minute, but I want to just cover like the landmark, groundbreaking thing that you did. You know, you created your sitcom, All American Girl, and it was the first ever sitcom starring an Asian person.
Yes.
Not even a woman, an Asian
Yes.
person.
Yeah.
And what did that feel like? How aware of the history of it were you at the time? And like, what does it feel like to have created that opportunity for so many people that came after?
Well, it's great, but it's like I didn't do a good enough job, you know. I couldn't fight all the racism, I couldn't fight all of the sexism, you know, around
because it didn't stay on the air as much as you'd like.
No, and it failed, and because I failed and it failed, we didn't have another Asian family on television again for 25 years. They didn't attempt for a quarter of a century again.
I think it's just because you were a hard act to follow.
Well, I think so, but also, you know, it was just very disheartening. But I know that a lot of people, that was the first time they ever got to see themselves portrayed on television, and it made a huge impact. So that show is directly why we have amazing stars like Ali Wong and Bowen Yang and Joel Kim Booster, and you know, so many incredible Asian American comedians saw that and they thought, wow, I can do that. I have another viable alternative career-wise. You know, so that's my legacy, is to have inspired a whole generation of amazing comedians.
That's so damn cool.
It's
Look
really
at that.
cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Round of applause. And I guess maybe my last question then is related to that. You know, everyone's life has ups and downs, and people often look back on their life and regret certain things, or don't feel like things maybe always went the way they did, or the highs are hard to replicate. But you said something very interesting. I wrote down, I thought was such a beautiful quote, and very interesting, because I don't think a lot of people even agree. You said, life is strangely fair, and everything is given in equal measure.
Yeah.
Can you explain?
I think that's true. Well, it comes from rehab and being around all these people who were born wealthy and born beautiful and had everything in their life handed to them, yet they still were totally paralyzed by alcoholism and drug addiction. And I realized that, you know, we think that there are certain people that have it lucky, they have it good, but we don't know what else is going on. So in truth, if you really look at it, we all actually kind of receive the same amounts of pain and pleasure, and it's equal, but you don't know. So
Some of it's behind closed doors,
it's
you're
totally
unaware
invisible.
of the pain people have,
Yeah.
it all kind of shakes out evenly.
right, there's nobody that has it easy. Nobody has it easy, and nobody has it either. Like there's pain in so many different ways that we can't perceive. So I realized through that life is strangely fair.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a very peace-bringing perspective.
I think so.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you also have said that rich people need to get a better sense of humor. For some reason, they have more resources than others, and yet they can't afford a sense of humor.
They can't afford, yeah, they cannot, I mean, well, they can't afford jokes at their expense. Like all of these crazy oligarchs, you know, Trump is a perfect example. He's a billionaire, yet he cannot afford jokes at his own expense.
Shut up!
Can't afford it, can't afford it.
We have a question for you from our virtual audience. Marissa, I know you had something you wanted to ask Margaret. Let's say hello to Marissa right now.
Hello, yeah. My question was, what has been your favorite project to have worked on?
Oh, I love doing 30 Rock was really great, because what's so funny about that show is it's just such a creation of Tina. So she's like behind there, and she's like in every scene. Like she's just behind the scenes, and she'll read with you and work with you, and she's written everything. Like it's just a one-woman production, and yet all of the stars were so famous at that point that you could only do scenes with their stand-ins. So
And Tina's there.
And Tina's there.
That's cool.
Tina's there, like monitoring everything and making sure that you're comfortable in doing it. But it was also like it was the back of somebody else's head. So I never actually met really with any significance Alec Baldwin or Tracy Morgan or anything. I mean, I did like maybe one take with them, but for the rest of it, it was all stand-ins, and it was just so amazing to see a woman so in charge of this kingdom, which was hers. It was like this very, very successful show at that point. And so I love to see women on top. So that was my favorite.
I also do. But you know, also that if things work out, because it's probably best for your own longevity to not do multiple takes with Alec Baldwin.
Probably. Probably.
I mean, is that too
Yeah.
soon? I mean, he's got
I
a
don't
trigger
think it-
finger, that guy. I'm so
Oh my
sorry. Are you ready for the thunder round?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, it's the thunder round. There are correct and incorrect answers.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Number one, you created the landmark comedy All-American Girl. What's in an All-American breakfast at Denny's?
Oh, it's 2 eggs, bacon, toast, and hash browns.
That is incorrect. 3 eggs, cheddar cheese, bacon, you got that right, sausage links, hash browns, and your choice of bread.
Oh, okay.
It's disappointing. You're a trailblazer, and you should have known that.
I should have known that.
Do you want to apologize? You did
sorry.
apologize. Thank you.
I like IHOP better.
I do like IHOP better. I do agree with that. That's correct. Fictional character you'd most like to have sex with?
Oh gosh. Orlando?
From?
Orlando. It's a character from I think it's a
Virginia
Woolf.
No, please.
Short story, but there was a movie with Tilda Swinton.
Interesting. That is incorrect. The answer is Minnie Mouse. You'd love to have sex with Minnie Mouse.
Oh, okay. I like that bow.
Yeah, that bow, 100%. You could use it for stuff. Celebrity Hall Pass. Who would your choice be?
Oh, Celebrity Hall Pass. I think. Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Oh, Chow Yun Fat.
Chow Yun Fat. That's correct.
That's a good one.
It's on my list as well. Best city to perform stand-up in?
I would say San Francisco.
Why?
I'm from there. I love it. I think it's just a really smart audience. They're just so incredible. They're usually queer. They're usually very culturally mixed.
Open to different ideas,
racially
different
mixed.
jokes.
It's perfect.
I would have accepted Seattle and Atlanta, but San Francisco also accepted. That's correct. I've had great shows there.
Thank
That's
you.
correct. Antidepressants or ketamine?
Oh, neither. But I think
But like back in the day.
I think I think it would probably be antidepressants.
That is incorrect. It is ketamine. Chew boba or swallow them bitches whole?
Chew.
Correct.
You have to chew
You have
it.
to chew.
Or you might choke.
Otherwise, why even do it?
Yeah, why? No, it's like pasta.
100%. Into choking could be your next stand-up special title. I also like Chosen One.
Chosen.
Yep.
Good one.
Thank you. Is the fun of getting a hickey worth days of the mark on your neck?
Is getting a hickey fun?
I'm asking.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it
I don't
either.
like it. It's weird.
Just to get two in my head, I'm like, you're messing me up. I mean, you wouldn't even notice it on you. You have so many tattoos.
I have so many tattoos, but yeah, let's just like a hickey's weird.
That is correct.
It's like marking.
It's like marking, exactly. It's like, why don't you chill? We don't know who I'm seeing tomorrow night. Relax.
Yeah, please.
It's
weird. It's creepy.
it's like when a girl leaves something on your nightstand every single time.
Creepy,
It's like,
it's weird.
it's not by accident.
No, it's weird.
Exactly, that's correct. Double correct. Meaning of life.
Have a good time.
Ooh.
Have a good time.
That is correct.
Everybody have fun.
That is correct. Good answer. Your worst pet peeve annoys you the most?
Worst pet peeve. When somebody has periodontal disease.
Something going wrong in the
when
mouth.
they don't
know
it. It's very upsetting.
I agree with that. Is correct. That is correct. Yep, agreed. The band agrees on that. Any tattoo you regret?
No, I like them all.
That's correct.
Yes.
Can we ever consume ethically in a capitalist society?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, everything is going to require some level of exploitation, and we're sort of blind to it. But also, what else can we do? Just trying to fight for new ways to think about the way that we consume, to think about capitalism, to reduce the damage. There's ways to do it. So think about it thoughtfully. Be very aware that is an exploitative society. But yeah.
That's exactly what I had down. That's correct.
I thought so.
Yeah, well done. Really good answer. Shibari, hot or not?
Oh, Shibari's hot.
Shibari's hot?
Yeah, I was learning how to do suspension shibari during the
getting
pandemic.
getting tied up.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's
the best way to social distance is just have them 6 feet above
hanging
you.
up. Yeah, it's so nice. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
And I was doing it with a girlfriend, and she was very young, much too young for me. But it was fun because she was light, so she was easy to hang up there.
Do you have her number?
She's Japanese.
That is correct.
Yes.
She is indeed Japanese, and you deftly ignored me asking for her number. So that's, again, double correct. You're getting unprecedented points here. Twerking or pole dancing? You've studied both.
I've studied both. I love twerking. I think twerking is beautiful. I like a bit of both. If you can twerk on the pole, that's magic.
That's interesting. You almost got me at the end of that, but it is incorrect. Pole dancing is better as long as you don't clap your heels down at the end. Twerking, it's way overrated. People think it's real hot, and it just looks like you're having an issue of some kind. Someone's just like very aggressively, they're like, it's like, what are you doing? Why don't you relax? It's too fast to be hot. There's no like smooth, slow moves in twerking.
But you don't like it when the pleasers clap down on the floor.
No, I don't like when the claps. It's like, pay attention to me. Bop! Oh, I hurt my foot so bad on that. Oh, got the side of the foot on the thing.
Oh, I hate that.
Yes,
I hate that.
That is correct.
Yes.
Ow. I've never injured myself mid-interview before, but it makes sense during Margaret Cho interview that I would just give it a little extra. Fuck. 1 to 10, how happy are you?
I'm a 10.
That is correct.
That's correct.
I'm so happy to hear that. 2 other things you've studied, flamenco dancing or stripper dancing. Which do you prefer?
Oh, stripper dancing. Flamenco is a very challenging art form. It takes a lifetime, I think, to master it. It's so hard. It's so hard for somebody like me. So stripper dancing it's also hard, but I like it.
That's incorrect. It's flamenco dancing is better. And finally, asking for a friend. Butt stuff?
Yeah.
That's
for sure.
That is correct. Margaret Cho, everybody. 80% sure I broke my foot. 80% sure the foot is broken. My next guest is a #1 New York Times best-selling author of What Do You Want to Do Before You Die, and star of the MTV show The Buried Life, and has been ranked only #2 motivational speaker on Earth. He's crossed off 96 out of 100 crazy items on his bucket list, including playing ball with Obama, drinking with Prince Harry, being on Oprah, and throwing the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game. Please welcome my friend Ben Nemtin, everybody. So good to see you, brother.
Okay, right here?
Yeah, please. How you doing, pal?
Dude, this is an amazing production that you've put together.
Thank
it's
you
incredible.
Very much. Thank you.
It's
You used
really
to have
cool
your
to
own
see.
production company, and then you literally left that to pursue this entire life-changing journey. Why did you leave this world that I have just embarked back into?
You could tell me, because it's really stressful. No.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I guess like from the beginning, so like growing up, I really struggled with anxiety, and to the point where when I was in my first year university, I got hit with the depression and I never experienced depression before in my life. And so I dropped out of school because I just was sort of paralyzed by these feelings. And one of the things that I did was I tried to, because I needed to be around people that energized me, I tried to surround myself with people that inspired me. Like I just needed people that kept me going. And one of those guys was a filmmaker. And so we started talking. We're like, what if we made a documentary? Because we kind of felt the same way. We both felt stuck. We're not doing the things we really want to do. What if we made a documentary about a list of all the things that we would dream of doing? And we'll probably never actually achieve them, but we could just go out and try. And then we can also help other people achieve their bucket list and their dreams, and we'll make a short documentary and we'll sort of like see what happens. And so we like got 2 other friends, we made this list, and we head out on this road trip, and we just kind of like begged, borrow, and steal to get this together. We boarded an RV, we like bought a secondhand camera on eBay, and we didn't really know what to call it.
And you achieved a lot of it.
And we eventually, it took a long time, but
Right.
the way we achieved it is because people heard about it and they wanted to help. And so they would see our bucket list online and they would say, hey, I saw your list, I can help you do this, I can help you do that. And then they would send us their dreams asking for our help. And so we kind of were like, didn't expect that response. We just kept going, and we were supported by random people. By the way, this is like before social media. We were like flip phones. Influencers weren't a thing. This was
Gross.
Just like, yeah, gross time.
Yeah.
And so we kind of like just kept doing these road trips, and over time the big list items started to happen. But
insane.
It was
insane the things you've accomplished. I want to talk about so many parts of this journey, but let's just share again here. From your list, you crashed the Playboy Mansion.
Correct, yeah, that was one of the lists. I was a little embarrassed about it, but yeah, we did that.
Basketball with Obama.
Correct, yeah.
Played ball with Obama. Did you guys get to like spar a little bit out on the court?
Yeah, well, so that was, we got so many no's. Like we didn't know, keep in mind, like this is just me and 3 friends. So how would you go and play basketball with Obama if you didn't know anyone in Washington? Like I grew up in Canada, so like no connection to the US.
I'd probably like paraglide into the White House.
Yeah, exactly. And so we just kind of went to DC and started asking people on the street. We like sent emails to politicians asking if we could meet with them, and slowly we made our way to like a senator and a congressman, and we got like 5 or 10 no's, and then they just felt bad for us, and they were like, guys, like, you can't play basketball with the president, but like, we'll show you the White House basketball court. It was like a consolation prize. And we were like, great. So we like went to the White House. We couldn't believe it. They showed us around the West Wing and showed us the courts. And then out of nowhere, President Obama strolled on the court. And he just, you know, and that was something that I thought was totally impossible. I was like, there's no way this will ever happen. And then I saw it happening. I was like, it sort of changes your belief system, what you believe is possible once you achieve something you totally thought was not. No kidding. And so we just kind of, we were just supported by other people, and then we were helping other people achieve their dreams through the support of other people, and it just kind of took on this life of its own. And ultimately, it's interesting, like kind of learned that it actually isn't about the accomplishments on the list. It was really like this list, you know, I told you I struggled with depression and anxiety early on. I realized
Pursuing your bucket list is more powerful than like meds.
Yeah, but like it was kind of like a list of experiments to figure out and find the things that made me feel more alive and gave me energy. And what I realized is like I was in university, I was sort of living this life that I thought I should live, but it wasn't really aligned with who I truly was. And so the list started to be this testing ground of trying things that, you know, taught me who I was and also allowed me to follow these different paths, to follow my energy to ultimately like feel a little more aligned and fulfilled. And so I sort of thought the list was about accomplishments, but really it was about testing things to understand who I truly was so I could live true to that. And then I started learning that like actually that ends up being the biggest regret at the end of your life is not living true to yourself.
That's what a lot of people say, right? Is that they wish they didn't try to please others and they just live by their own internal compass more.
Exactly, that's the #1 regret. 76% of people on their deathbed, their biggest regret is, I wish I would have lived true to me versus the life others wanted for me or the life that was expected of me.
And most people don't regret things they did. Their biggest regrets are the things that they did not do.
Exactly, and so, and you think about it, 76%, that's 3/4 of the population will live their entire life, reach their deathbed, reflect back on their life when it's too late to do anything and realize, shit, I blew it. I didn't live a life true to me.
Right. And that's why I've been advocating for a threesome. I feel like do the stuff you like. You're not going to regret things you do. That's what I just really believe in my heart.
There you go. See,
you know,
everyone here. Now you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's right.
And it's like, so like think about why do we not do those things? Like, do we think that it's selfish to live for us, or and if it's interesting, like usually what it is it's actually, there's 3 things. It's fear, because there's this fear that we have that everyone feels, which is
whether it's
failure.
Fear of failure or fear of being judged by others.
Fear of what other people think.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is people just aren't thinking about you.
So true.
Like
it's actually so, you're thinking about others and it's so self-absorbed to think that they're thinking about you at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, who are you to think that other people actually think about? They're not. They're thinking about themselves.
Yeah, I absolved myself of that long ago when I saw how few YouTube comments there are.
Yes, that's not
nobody's paying attention.
And then there's also the fear of failure. I mean, that makes sense. That's a common fear. But then if you think about, like, in your life, you got to where you are because you consistently tried things and failed and then pivoted and learned. So failure is just the stepping stone to success. That's just how you learn about yourself and learn about life.
It's actually not a failure.
It's actually never a failure.
It's a necessary step.
Exactly. As long as your basic needs are met, right? And that's an important caveat. It's like your basic.
You can't just go and like try to play ball with Obama if you have not satisfied Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Exactly.
You need food, you need shelter. What are the other ones on there?
There's a bunch of them, but those are the big ones. Yeah, safety.
That's the only 2 I care about. Safety is negotiable, but how do you advise people then, though, that are trying to, you know, that's great advice to pursue your dreams, to pursue your whims, to pursue your goals and your fantasies, but how do you decide when the time is? How do you know if a goal is one that you truly should pursue versus something that just, I don't know, society made it seem like it's great, or it would be a great, and like, yeah, I'd love to like live at Disneyland, but like that's not a plausible life. Like, how do you check in with yourself to know that the barometer is real and you should pursue it?
Yeah, and that's tough because sometimes you're subconsciously living for other people. You sort of have your parents have told you things, or society has told you things, or school has told you things, and I don't really have a right answer. The only thing I can share is like what has kind of worked for me, and that is thinking about my death and thinking about myself on my deathbed and asking my 100-year-old self, will I regret not doing this? That's kind of the only barometer, right? Because if you think about laying on your deathbed and reflecting on your life, what you don't want to think or feel is what if. And so even if you fail, at least when you try, then you know that you gave it a go. And so I think one thing you can do is just to sort of consult your future self and just sort of say, okay, will I regret not trying this? The second is just to stop and think about what is it that I truly want. And that's why I like writing a list, because it forces you to think about what's important to you.
Right.
And
thoughts come like very fast, but when you actually have to pin it down on pen and paper.
You first of all, you just fucking force yourself to stop, which we don't do, to think about what do I want. And really, like, I thought this was about the accomplishments, but it's about living intentionally, really, right?
Some.
There you go. So now it's real.
Now it's real. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. My girlfriend's in the audience.
You wrote down foursome.
I wrote down.
You got to dream big.
Shoot for the stars. If you miss, you land up among the moon. You know, whatever the fuck that quote is.
Shoot for foursome, you land in threesome.
Exactly right.
So, yeah, and then so you, like, just stop and write them down, because it's actually really powerful to write down your goals, because it's actually the first step to getting it done. Like, I'm a big advocate of doing the simplest, easiest thing. And when you write your list,
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, when you write your list, it's like, okay, this is a thought that now is real, it's tangible. And so the reason why we don't actually achieve our dreams or our personal goals or passions, whatever you want to call them, I told you one is fear. The second is there's no deadlines for dreams. So we have to create accountability.
Right, that's why all this bullshit pulls your focus to having to do all the things that are like least important, right?
Yeah, and so if you write down your goal, that actually creates accountability, because now it exists, it's real. And then when you share it and you talk about it, it's more real. So like if you come on and you say, okay, my dream is to have a foursome, like now everyone knows, and you're like, well, I guess I got to do it now, because everyone knows, because they're going to ask me, like, how is that foursome? And so you actually use that thing.
You are very inspiring. I mean, it's just very...
You use that thing that stops you, which is like the fear of what other people think, to your advantage, right? Because now you're like, oh shit, everyone knows that I want to write a book.
Now I'm being held
They're going to ask me,
publicly,
so now I'm going
right.
to use that as fuel, and so you can
that.
create accountability by sharing, and then people help you. Like what I found is that I never thought people would care about our list, but they actually, it's like human nature. When you hear someone's dream, you want to help.
Right.
And so when you share with like honesty, with passion, someone will step up, right? Like when you start sharing this dream of doing this late night show, I bet you the more you shared it, the more people were like, dude, this is a fucking great idea. Like, I can help. I know 100%. Someone that can help you. And that's...
I never thought we would have 33 people working on it, first of all. These
Exactly.
amazing people that have all come around this dream and are supporting it.
And that's the energy that I'm talking about. And then you start to follow the energy. And so as you start to talk about it, it becomes more real. But the biggest thing, you start to feel inspired. And the biggest mistake is waiting for inspiration, or waiting, like, you don't, motivation is all backwards. You want to create motivation through action.
Right.
So you actually...
You're not actually internally motivated. You have to decide,
Nobody's
I'm
motivated.
going, right.
You don't wake up motivated.
You default wanting to just have stasis and be lazy, sort of.
And that's like the biggest mistake is waiting to feel inspired or waiting for the perfect time. You create inspiration through action. So you start to feel inspired once you start to do something that is aligned with who you truly are, and you follow that energy towards that thing, and that is your purpose. So like the biggest mistake is like going to find, it's like I used to give people advice about like finding your purpose. You don't find your purpose finds you. You run into it, but you have to move, you have to take action, and that's the thing that's scary, because you have to move through the fear. But on the other side of that...
And the uncertainty and the total realistic possibility that it doesn't work. But again, like you said, then you know. And the other side of it is what? Is the potential to live your dreams, and worst case, you know for sure you do not regret it.
And that's kind of it, right? If like the biggest regret we have as human beings, this is the largest regret that humans have is, and 76% of people, so it's a big majority, is, I wish I would have lived true to myself. That almost should be our number one priority, is to not have that regret. And so what does that mean? That means, okay, first we got to stop and think about, what do I want? And do that consistently, because it's so easy to get swept up in the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day and get buried by it. And this whole project's called The Buried Life. And the reason it's called The Buried Life is because it's actually inspired by a poem written like 175 years ago that my friend was assigned to in English class, and it articulated the same feeling that we were feeling at that time when I was depressed, which is we felt buried. Our dreams were buried. And this poem, there's this one line, it talks about how you have moments when you're inspired to go after the thing, and then the day-to-day buries you. And then you get inspired, and then it buries you. And so this was like our unburied life.
You might have called it The Unburied Life.
That would have been a better title.
Better title, yeah. That would have been a better title.
And so, and so, yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but that's it.
That's okay. You were just kind of rethinking the branding, and
I was just rethinking my entire
your entire career
yeah,
and life and everything. I have that effect on a lot of people. But you know, I think that's so fascinating and so brilliant to be able to reframe, to take the social pressure that we feel to keep us from doing things and use that to keep us accountable to do things. Accountability structures are very important. You've talked about that a lot too. But how does somebody know? I've already asked a similar question, but I want to drill down on it a little bit. How does somebody know the line between being fearful of something they think they want or being intelligently risk averse?
Well, I think that, you know, I'm trying to think of an example of when I have failed and I regret it, you know, and it's really hard for me to pinpoint that. And so my answer is, I think you have to try, and when you fail, that is your best learnings in medicine to continue to grow.
Right, it's just your internal barometer.
I feel
if you keep thinking you need to try, you should try.
I guess like, I think the issues, and I felt like this many times, is a lot of times in my life I felt fine. I feel okay, you know, and I think that's a very dangerous place to be, because no one's calling 911 when you feel fine, right? There's no emergency. You don't call a doctor. No one's sending you flowers. Like you're okay in your life. You're not fulfilled, but you're also, it's not bad enough that you really want to make a change. And that's where you get in this middle ground of life where you're sort of coasting. Right. And the problem with that is it ages you quicker. Because what happens is, when you are not fully aligned with the things you are doing every day, like let's say you just you don't love to do this, or you really don't like this relationship or just something. And so what happens is, there's this low level tension in your body, okay? And what it does is it creates cortisol, it creates stress. And when you are suppressing that emotion, that actually shortens your life. That stress actually shortens your life. And a lot of people talk about like the blue zones, and people are living a long time because their diet and they're walking stairs. And there's this whole other school of thought that they're living longer because they live simple lives that are aligned with who they are.
Right.
And so you can see this with people that
it's
you
know.
know.
It's not death by a thousand cuts of just not day-to-day, not doing the things that are going to let you
it's this little like nagging like tension in your body where you're like, like I shoulda, I coulda, woulda. And so if you stop and you say, okay, what's like one simple step I can take towards that doesn't risk everything over here, but how can I just slowly sort of move towards this and create some accountability and tell my friends and tell my family this is what I want to do, and just kind of move into that energy and try it. And by the way, maybe you hate it. Like, I started writing a book and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, this is terrible, you know?
Well, I mean, it became #1 bestseller, so I feel like you probably good.
Yeah, but it was like it took time to figure it out, and I'm just saying.
That's a tough sob story. I wrote a book and I should have stopped. It became #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, but you didn't like it. You might not do it again. You're not gonna write another book.
I don't know. My point is that like, if you were your dream was to write a book and you started writing it, and you realize as you got into it that you really didn't like it, that's a win. Then you know later in your life that, oh, look, like at least I tried it, and now I don't have to regret not trying. And
Paradox of choice really does paralyze people.
Yeah,
that's so true. And so how do you define happiness?
My definition of happiness is living a life where you feel at peace. And when you feel at peace, I think that you feel true to yourself. You feel truly aligned. And it's not an easy life to live because you change and you grow and life changes around you, and so it's very hard to keep that, and I struggle with a lot, even though it's what I talk about, right? And but but to be able to, you know, sleep at night without waking up with any anxiety or worry is
that's not gonna happen.
And to get up and be excited for the day, like that's it, right? Like sleep at night and feel at peace, and then get up and be like, fuck yeah, I'm excited about today. Whether it's like what you do, or it's to be with your kids, or it's just to be with your friends, like to be around people that inspire you. So that would be my definition.
I love that answer. You just had a child. Your kid's about to turn 1 year old. I've met this child, adorable human being. Why did you decide to have a kid? Because that seems like it would inhibit so much of bucket lists and ticking things
question.
off.
And
you still have 4 things you haven't done. You haven't gone to space. You haven't hosted SNL. That one's not going to happen, by the way.
Ben Gleib, Good Night Show.
That one's more plausible than SNL.
So it's interesting. So about a year and a half ago, my dad, who is probably the most energetic, lively human being that I've ever met, he had a stroke, and he's okay, but he lost a lot.
Your dad did?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, my dad had a stroke. He lost some movement on his right side, and I went to go visit him in the hospital as soon as he had the stroke, and he couldn't walk, and so we would go out to the hospital. Had a garden, and so we go to the garden to have lunch every day, and I had always been on the fence about having a family, starting a family, for many different reasons, but you know, I went back home and I had these lunches with my dad, and I asked him about having a family, and I told him how I was feeling, and through those conversations I came to the realization that I wanted to have a family, and that I would probably regret not starting a family.
So that somebody would visit you if you had a stroke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so someone could take me for lunch when I had a stroke. Yeah, and so that was the process. But I talked with a lot of friends that had kids, a lot of friends that didn't have kids. I talked with my uncle who decided not to have kids, and he's in his 80s now, and obviously my partner, and that's what we came to.
You did consult your partner?
I did. I was waiting for that. That's why I laughed. Yes, I did.
And what did your 80-year-old uncle that didn't have a kid say?
My partner, you mean?
No, your 80-year-old that never had a child.
Yeah, he didn't regret not having kids.
He did not regret.
No, he said he had a great life, and his partner, and so yeah, they're both great lives. Yeah, but it was honestly the conversation with my dad, talking with him about his decision, deciding to have me and my sister, that ultimately was the thing that kind of made me decide that I wanted to do it. Yeah. And then your list changes, right? Like, yes, there's 100 things. The list started as 100, and yes, there are 4 things left, but it's kind of ceremonial at this point. Really, like, your list
sounds like an excuse.
Your list changes as you grow. So it like, as you grow, you change, and your list changes. And now it's obviously less about like big accomplishments, and it also, I think, as you grow older, your list turns into like just meaningful moments that matter.
And it is so often, death really is the lens through which we have these big realizations.
Right.
Like, I didn't start truly pursuing and making this talk show happen until after my dad passed, and I talked about it for so long, and I realized like there were a lot of dreams he had that he didn't pursue, and life can go like this. And
that's it, man. That's it. And so why does it take the death of a loved one, or your dad having a stroke, or someone you know getting cancer to shake you enough to understand what's important? Like you hear
you
this all the
asking me
time.
because I do not know the answer why that is.
Yes, and this is the big problem. Like that's why so many people die with regrets, I think, because they haven't experienced something like that, or they do, and then life starts to kind of bury that intensity around that dream. And so
your job is to unbury it.
One of my goals is to I want to give people the near-death experience without the trauma. You know, so just to like kind of remind people that like you are going to die, and it's going to happen sooner than you think.
Please slow your roll.
You specifically.
You could phrase that differently. You're going to have a stroke. I'm going to die soon. Okay, we are really wishing each other well.
Yeah, you're like.
Can we take that both back, or both of us? We're going to be great.
On the list.
We're
I don't have much time.
Needs to be a 5-some within the next 3 weeks. There we go.
And so, like, what's the antidote? It's just take the step. That's it. Make the phone call. Tell someone how you really feel. The top 5 regrets of the dying, they don't really have anything to do with money. It's I wish I would have lived for me. I wish I would have told people how I really felt. I wish I would have worked less. And these things that like we can all do. And a lot of times they're around, you know, these small moments that are meaningful. And so I think it's like, it's really hard to live intentionally today because we're so distracted and there's so much shit going down. But to just like stop and just think about what do I want in my life and what's important, and then to actually just write that down, you're already ahead of 99% of the population. And then you have this thing that reminds you what's important. And you can like put it on your fridge and you can talk about it, and then more people know about it and it becomes more real, becomes more top of mind, and then start showing up. People start showing up and you connect the dots, and you actually get to start to feel momentum towards this thing. And the more you do that, the more you start to make these micro decisions in your day to actually move towards that thing and ultimately really towards the person that you want to become. And if you look at the definition of happiness, which is the definition of happiness out of Harvard from Dr. Ben Shahar, who teaches the most successful class in Harvard history.
Anyway, yeah, doctor, I love him.
Yes. Dr. Ben Shahar, his definition of happiness is the feeling you have when you are moving toward your potential. In other words, moving towards your purpose or your true self. And when I heard that definition, I thought, oh my God, that's exactly what my three friends and I did without even knowing it. We made a list of all the things that would bring us a sense of purpose. We started to move towards that potential, and I felt happier. And so that's kind of it, right? It's like if we can all just move a little bit towards our potential, a little bit towards our true self, and not feel stuck, because we're not happy as human beings when we're not moving. And just to start to move towards that, we'll feel that sense of fulfillment, that happiness. And ultimately, I think we'll just be a little bit better version of ourselves.
So my last question for you that I love to ask a lot of my guests, most of my guests, what's the meaning of life to you?
I thought you were going to ask me to have a threesome.
I have two questions left. Not what I had in mind at all, but I will take it. Apparently I'm dying soon, and I will take it.
What's the actual question?
What's the meaning
I was
of
thinking about how I was going to get out of that one.
What's the meaning of life to you?
The meaning of life is to live a life where you don't die with regrets. Yeah.
That's a very good answer. I love that. This is Ben Nemtin, everybody. I know you have to run in a moment, but there is one last thing I'd like to do while you're here, because it's tailor-made for you specifically. Our guest today, Ben Nemtin, famously made a very hard-to-achieve bucket list, but life gets busy. So we'd like to propose simpler ideas that are far more achievable. This is the fuck it list. Instead of adopting a dog, finally agree to dog sit your friend's chihuahua that has a humping problem. Instead of growing a mustache, draw one on your finger and be a basic bitch. Instead of having a beer with Prince Harry like Ben did, put a hair in your beer. Far easier. Instead of helping deliver a baby, just get your girlfriend pregnant. Let her take it from there. Instead of, that one's my personal favorite. Kidding. Very much kidding, sweet Lord. Instead of skydiving high over the Alps, achieve something similar by jumping on your neighbor's trampoline while very high. Instead of be on Oprah, like Ben also achieved, just be on Oprah but off camera.
That would do it.
That's not exactly what I had in mind, but that'll do the trick. What was it like being on Oprah?
It was surreal. It was surreal. Yeah.
Did you get a car?
We didn't get a car, so it was bullshit.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Surreal bullshit, yeah.
I get that. So a lot of life is that. Surreal bullshit. Instead of running a successful business, how about you invest in my successful business idea? Hear me out. A car that turns into a submarine. It's on land, it's a car, and then it goes under, boom, it's submarine. We're gonna have much better windows than that Titan submersible did. Because the journey doesn't have to stop on land. Instead of vacationing in Tuscany, just undo your belt and test the limits of Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl. If base jumping off a cliff is not going to happen, you could always go for middle-of-the-night snack with the lights off and see where you fall. And finally, can't afford a hot air balloon ride? Try blowing up balloons with your own hot air while riding a very tall prostitute. The advice I suggest, you can give it a try, and that's the bucket list, my friends. Ben Nemtin, thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
So good to see you. You're welcome to stay, but if you have to run, I
Thank you.
understand.
I also always thought it was fun because like the most common answers to what's on your list, because we would ask a bunch of people what's on your list, and so it was like 3 common answers like skydive, swim with sharks, have a threesome.
Really?
Yeah, and so it's like why wouldn't you just like have a threesome while skydiving with
Yes,
sharks?
into a lake full of sharks.
That's the ultimate.
That
Then
is the
you
ultimate.
die with no regrets.
100%. And now, the round table.
Round table. Round table.
I wonder what else rhymes with round table. Round table. What about clown stable?
Clown stable.
Pound Mabel. Mabel, maybe?
Pound Mabel.
Drown Abel, maybe.
Drown Abel.
A crown label?
Crown label.
It's a sad table. What about a frown table?
Round table.
Frown table.
I'm pretty sure I liked it better when they made fun of the table. That was very strange. Joining me for the round table tonight is a comedian from Zimbabwe, where he was living when we first met. He was a finalist on America's Got Talent and won the National Merit Arts Award for Comedian of the Year. It's Learnmore Jonasi, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
And my very dear friend, who we welcome on my left, he's performed on The Tonight Show, Jimmy Kimmel. You've seen his specials on Netflix and Showtime, and his most recent special, Starfish, on YouTube. It's Brad Williams, everybody. Fellas, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, I feel like we have every fetish covered.
100%.
We got it,
This is the threesome you're dreaming about.
Yes.
It is officially off the list. When I booked this round table, I did not realize what I had done.
Tonight we are inventing categories on Pornhub.
Exactly.
That's what we are doing.
You knew what you were doing.
That's right. Just wait for the post show. You guys are sticking around. The door's locked. Before we get into our topics, I just have to touch on, I don't know how much you're allowed to talk about, but you just got out of a crazy lawsuit.
Yes.
Can you talk about what happened? Can you summarize it for us?
Of course, yes. Like I got sued for a joke.
Yes, you did.
Look, it's a lion. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
You
why there's some
remember
Lion King backdrops here. So explain. So you made a joke on Godfrey's podcast.
Exactly.
That the Lion King, hey, Shiba, that what did you say it meant?
First of all, you want to get me into another lawsuit?
Yes,
but it's
I would.
Okay, because
I would.
he's a good friend. Okay, so yeah, I got sued because of the the opening chant of the Lion King. I translated.
Everybody thought it was very deep.
Exactly, and then I translated. Look, it's a lion. Oh my God.
That's what it was translated.
Yeah.
The writer of the song got very upset.
He didn't like it.
He didn't like that at all.
And sued me for $27 million. Listen, no, I look like I have $27 million. That's how I'm taking that from the now. It's great.
You do not, but that's okay.
No, wait, hold on. I'm doing well, man.
You know you're doing very well. You're taking America by storm. Brad, you and I have been friends for a very, very long time. You ever been sued? Any legal troubles?
In the future, probably.
I got you, don't worry.
Ah, you're right.
Nice. Things are going very well.
Let me get your lawyer. Jesus.
Listen, we're going to shoot a little video in the post show that we will all sell for a lot of money, okay?
Sounds good.
Great.
We got to cover his legal expenses.
Correct. So you're married.
Yes.
I have a girlfriend living with me.
Don't say it like you regret it.
I am incredibly happy. I'm so very happy about it.
Here.
Everyone knows I'm very happy, very happy.
I come back at night, still here.
You single?
No, I got a girlfriend too.
You got a girlfriend
Yes,
also?
yes.
Okay, so we're very qualified to answer this.
Yes. Yeah.
Single women now are saying that the biggest dating deal breaker is having a roommate. Where does this rank on your deal breaker list when you were single? What were your top deal breakers for dating?
I think it's a lot different when a man has roommates as opposed to when a woman has roommates, because when a man looks at a woman with roommates, he goes, oh, options. But when a woman walks into an apartment and there's multiple dudes, she's like, predators. So it's like, it's a little different. And I'd say, like, why do you have the roommates? Are you 25? Are you trying to save a little money? Are you saving up for a house? Cool, like, that's fine. Are you
an influencer house? In which case, hard deal breaker.
Yeah.
This is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Americans talking about roommates. Let me tell you something.
Perspective.
Like I had a room. Okay, let me tell you something. Where I come from, you know, and like your roommates are your uncles, your mother, you know. Like if I you know, like right now, I live with my uncle, and that's what it is. It's just normal. So yeah.
Even here, you're still living with roommates. All the money coming in.
It doesn't matter. African families.
Yeah, fair enough. You were doing SDSC. You had like chickens in the backyard.
Okay.
Didn't you? You had you talked told us about your chickens. You did have chickens. I didn't make that up.
But that's
that would be weird if I said it wasn't true.
That's my roommate.
Yeah, when you ran around the backyard, that was your drive-through.
Yeah.
Put them into a bucket.
Yeah, why not?
So it's not a deal breaker. No, that's not a deal breaker right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't mind a roommate. I can't do it anymore. I mean, I can if obviously my girlfriend doesn't count as a roommate, but I could do it. I can't do it with another person. I'm gonna stop talking. Next topic. Republicans are claiming the Olive Garden's policies. Now they're requiring an ID for this new promotion they're doing, where they have a never-ending pasta bowl. You can literally, for I believe 30 days, eat for $100 all the pasta that you can. And Republicans are saying that it's hilarious that you need ID for pasta, but not to vote. Where do you fall on this issue?
Well, I just have to say there's too much food in America. Let's just start there.
You grew up on a lot less.
Never ending.
I was about to
Never ending.
What offends you more being from Zimbabwe? The elections that we have or the never-ending pasta? Which offends you more?
The elections, first of all, because you do have them.
We do have elections.
And they work, which to an extent. But anyway.
To an extent, we sort of have them now,
Personally, I don't think you should have to show ID to get a never-ending pasta bowl. I think you should have to step on a scale. And then they look and you go like, no, this is your last meal if you eat here. And also, I mean, to get political for a second, there's not, you don't have a constitutional right to a never-ending pasta bowl. Maybe you should, but you have a constitutional right to vote. And people say like, oh, you're not even showing IDs. You have to register. That's the ID. So I don't understand that argument. But I do agree there should be more restrictions. Not an ID. They should have an IQ test. And if you pass the IQ test, then you should be able to vote.
Where's Zimbabwe?
Yes.
Fuck, I just lost my Our voting turnout would be 0%. You're a dear friend. I have no idea where you're from. I couldn't point it out on a map. If it said Zimbabwe, big letters on it, I wouldn't be able to find it. I mostly agree with you because I've been like conflicted over the issue of voting ID because I think ID doesn't sound like a huge barrier to entry for voting, but it is true certain people in lower income areas don't have the time to even ever get a government ID to take the time off work. The DMV's closed during the weekends. You can't get there. I think there could be some restriction of like, not restriction, but like identification verification, maybe like an ID or a driver's license or the last 4 of your social or something so you can't just go. But also fraud is not at all widespread, and that's a lie when people say that.
Well, do you know that, as an immigrant, if I accidentally vote, I can get deported immediately.
Yeah. I mean, we can think of better reasons than that. We can get you out easily.
Also, I would love to know the scenario where you accidentally voted.
Right.
No, you
Your Honor, I stumbled into a booth. I pulled a lever. Fuck.
No, but you can accidentally register to vote, and that's considered as an offense. But here's a crazy thing. Not to be political, you can easily buy a gun in America.
You can buy a gun with no ID.
Yeah.
So we want to, it's just that I don't understand it. I think voting is a constitutional right. We register to vote. That's putting all your information into the system. Widespread voter fraud is not.
It doesn't happen.
It's not an actual problem. So this is like
true. Although, and so Republicans also this week are making a lot of hay about the fact that in California a dog did vote.
Okay.
A dog did vote in 2 elections.
I believe it.
Yeah, voted from home and mail-in ballot registered.
I mean, you confuse kids and dogs in America. Of course, it's voted.
There are some very cute dogs and some very ugly kids, so that's all right.
But that only happened because we started giving dogs kids names,
and clothing.
Yeah, it used to be Fido, Scruffy. Now it's Benjamin. And
my dog is Henry, and I would wish you would slow down with the assumption that it's like personal attacks. It feels like.
well, your dog is a registered independent, so.
That's right. The way he behaves, that is true. But also, the flip, to tell the story fully, the dog did vote. The woman did it as an evidence to show that you can vote if you're not even human, but then they found her and that woman is in jail. So that's, to me, evidence that
What
you can't
about
vote.
the dog? That's my question.
That dog is now the governor of California.
Who knew?
It's pretty incredible.
Let's go.
Yeah. Tokyo is urging men to wear shorts to work, but some women are calling it leg hair harassment. That's a quote. Being forced to see their colleagues' leg hair when women in Japan are forced to wear tights even on hot days. Should the workplace have any dress codes? Are there any inappropriate clothes in any places in your mind?
First of all, the fact that Japanese men, not exactly known as the hairiest, if we're going by stereotypes. So I feel you have a bunch of Middle Eastern women going, you have no idea what I deal with.
Yes. So true. It's not leg hair harassment, it's like peach fuzz annoyance.
Yeah. I feel like there should be some dress codes, and I like dress codes because they encourage me to try harder. Because if not, I'm just gonna go to work with different cartoon characters on my shirts. Because that's all that fits me. Not a lot of choice at Baby Gap. Some dress code, but I will say this: it should be an affordable dress code. It's hard enough to live right now. Let's not have like a dress code that prices you out of the job.
Just say it. Say a uniform. Just say everybody should wear a uniform.
Yeah, but like a fun one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that how school was in Zimbabwe? Uniform days?
You wear uniform, shorts, everything, khaki, or it can be whatever color it is.
How was the leg hair situation?
Well, we were young, bro. Nobody had hair.
Oh, okay.
That reminds me of that very strange Joe Biden speech. If you've never heard it, you have to Google it, where he literally goes on a tangent in the speech, and he's like, "That's leg hairs touching, like when I was young. Our leg hairs would rub against each other." I swear to God, it's a real speech. It's like 3 minutes about leg hair. It's a very insane.
You guys have been amazing presidents.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, we just keep getting weirder and weirder with the presidents. I'm not sure elections are the move anymore. I think your guys' methodology is better.
No, you're taking from our textbook. This is how it used to be like in Africa. And
you're about to head back. You're like, this isn't what it's cracked.
I feel at home.
Yeah, and finally, we just talked to the amazing Ben Nemtin, who's accomplished these incredible things, about his personal bucket list. I'm just curious, what's on your bucket list?
To go up on a woman.
For the record, Brad is on an Apple box right now to even get to this height disparity.
That's great.
Technically, I'm going up on this segment right now.
That's right. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, for me, it's to try out that pasta ball, the never-ending one.
It's a God-given right in this country. Do you understand?
I think I'll become a citizen if I get it.
Yeah, 100%. If you set the record, you become automatic citizen and a crowned president.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah. But I loved his story, and I love him talking about accomplishing things on your bucket list. I always had a dream to tour Europe with stand-up, and I did in 2024. I even went to Dublin, Ireland, and the fact that I made it out of Dublin alive is really impressive. I literally performed across the street from the Leprechaun Hall of Fame in Dublin, Ireland.
I wasn't sure where you were going.
No, that's a real story. That's a real place. Wow. And I was terrified because I thought an audience member would stand up and be like, "How'd you get out?"
And at the end of your show, they all lifted you and said, "Oh, Sheila!"
I got them. 27 million.
Look, it's a leprechaun. Oh my God. That's the sequel to Lion King coming out.
Well,
I love that.
Well, for me, it's definitely performing the first ever stand-up comedy show in my village, and I'm doing that in August.
Hell yeah.
I love that. Yeah, it's really fun.
That's amazing. Congrats. And all the shows we did with you on SDSC from Zimbabwe, your internet was way better than Leedy's. It's very confusing.
Yes, I was on a tree.
Where can we find you guys? How can we follow you?
BradWilliamsComedy.com. That's where my specials are. That's where my podcast is called Height and Babble. And so you should subscribe. That's the name of the podcast. If you like cutting edge political commentary, do not listen to my podcast. We don't talk about it. We just find really weird stories on the internet, and we crack wise about them with me and my heterosexual life mate comedian Bball, who is a 6'3" black guy. So we're exactly the same. Yeah, subscribe and watch and enjoy.
Nice. You find me having threesome with these guys over here after the show.
Technically, with us three, it's a 2.5. So, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I just got a text that my girlfriend has moved out. And the rest of the night.
Hey, you don't have roommates anymore.
True that. It worked out. It worked out.
No,
I love that. This is Learnmore and Brad Williams, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Round table. Round table.
Came over here in a brown Waymo.
Brown Waymo.
I have a sound cable.
Sound cable.
It's still a sad
Cable at least
like
makes sense.
a
Sad table.
brown table.
Brown table.
It's a brown table.
Told the band, feel free to have fun with it. I regret it. I regret that a great deal. I want to encourage all of you, before we check in with Leedy to summarize the night, to please like and subscribe and leave comments on our videos. It's very helpful. Follow us at Good Night on YouTube. We have a new channel at Make It a Good Night on YouTube, at Make It a Good Night on all social media. And you can get tickets to be on our video walls by going to makeitagoodnight.com. You can get tickets there, VIP tickets, and you can get links to all of our social media there at makeitagoodnight.com. Check that out. You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/goodnightwithbengleib. You get lots of fun bonuses involved in that. And you get to see the whole post show and other stuff. I haven't really checked it, but I'm pretty sure that there's good stuff on it. We're about to wrap up the show in a moment outside and around the house, but first let's check in with the amazing Leedy Corbin to see what she has drawn for us. Lady Leedy!
Hiya, you ready for a recap?
Yes, the internet is so much better there. Well done.
Oh yeah, better Wi-Fi, you like this more?
So much more.
First up, I've got some stuff from the round table. I've got...
That's some bullshit. They both look freaked out. They suggested it. I didn't suggest shit. Why you got me looking into it?
Drawings never lie, though. They're all factual.
The eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie. All right, next picture, lady. Brown table. Very nice.
Then back to the beginning of the show, I have spit out that frozen grape. That's not for you.
I'm gonna talk to my mom later.
Then I have, you're not leaving without a finished album.
That is how it happened. Live from the Vortex, available now. That's how it felt. Oh my God. Braided hair and the weirdest ending of a date in human history. That's a drawing that I think we needed and could live without.
Yeah, I agree. And then I have running the institution.
Yeah, Margaret just holding it down. I like that.
And I've got, babe, he said I won't be living my truth unless we have a threesome right now.
Oh, there's going to be so many conversations after this episode. This is suboptimal.
And last but not least, I have Ben's bucket list.
Hashtag dream big. Yes, Leedy Corbin, how can we follow you, my friend?
You can follow me on all the socials at Leedy Corbin. Please message me if you want any commissions. I do paintings or digital.
Leedy Corbin, everybody. Thank you all for being with us. Please stick around because the night is not done. And tonight and every night, if you can, make it a good night. Alcohol time. Thank you for coming back. I'm so glad that you're here. Come and hang in the post. I want to talk to you. It's so nice to meet you. I love you. Yeah, it's better now. It really was in a lot of pain earlier. A lot of pain earlier. That was, I think my butt might have shown at that moment too. Bob was like, I think your butt showed. That's a whole lot of stuff. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, come on out, everybody. Let's go. Thank you for doing it. So funny. So funny, of course. Come hang a little. Let's run through. Who do I represent? Good vibe.
Everything throw away.
So you guys make your way in the backyard, enjoy, or we're singing.
Yeah, I mean, you just look around, and that's what I realized. Like, you can't say no one on stage is my type. Like, we have all types.
We all
Yeah, that's good.
Just not interested in it.
You don't see it here. You just don't like guys.
You Riley's mom? Hi, it's so nice to meet you. Riley's wonderful. She's like a rock star, real rock star.
Where is the weed?
Jack of all trades, so many skills. Like it's such a pleasure working with her.
Where's the weed?
Oh, do you know that somebody?
You got
Somebody found the weed delivery that appeared in the backyard.
I know, I heard about this. And it said God's, there's a thing of weed in the backyard.
Wait, learn more. It's real.
The name on it says God's gift is the name of the weed. And it appeared.
It appeared in the backyard.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And they just opened it and we all got high. Nobody even lit it.
No, that's not true.
That part's not true.
That's not true.
No, but it's pretty.
Sounds like witchcraft.
Oh, you're not a weed smoker,
Stuart, but it's here.
Come on, let's go.
No, I can't do it.
Have they ever seen it?
Let's do that shit. How was the show for you?
Oh, yeah.
What does the valley feel like?
Really fun.
Hey,
really
Jay, nice
fun.
to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Let me grab.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
just gonna quickly grab.
You're
such a positive energy. It's so fun.
You went with all the
How'd it go for you guys? Good? Amazing. I'm heading out back. Great job. Thank you.
Go back with
This,
him to
by
Burning
the way,
Man. Some shit
I don't know
happened.
if you guys know Mary Ruth Organics, which is like one of the world's biggest vitamin brands. It's at every major store, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, everywhere. This is Mary Ruth.
Oh.
Hello,
Mary Ruth.
Okay, I would have been looking for it.
And I actually wanted to ask you a question too, because we were talking with Ben about manifesting your dreams and your goals and taking the things that have been like kind of hitting you as something you have an inkling to do and want to do and you don't pursue. What made you do it? Like, how did you end up building literally one of the world's biggest companies, most successful companies?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, and I think you do this really well too. Like pain tolerance, like you do have to really give it everything you have in a 24-hour period if it's important to you. Like if this shows your dream, you know, like you will be successful, I think.
No matter how much money you lose putting it on, and I know you're losing a ton, because there's 35 people
You're
that have to
definitely
get
not
paid.
in the black yet.
No.
You've been thinking about this.
As soon as I walked in, I'm like, this is costing better.
This is true.
But I think,
She has an uncomfortable laugh with that at that joke.
But I do think that that's part of, like, I've had the company for 13 years.
Wow.
And it was, you know, so important to me, but it's the micro and the macro. So every
13
day,
years?
like every day you get up and you're dedicated to the show.
Yeah.
And then it compounds year over year. So if you can, you know, have pain tolerance, like two things at once. And then like what he said about peace, I agree with that. But what's good is sometimes you have to go through pain every day. But you're at peace because you know that you're going in the direction you want to go.
Yeah, that's us doing open mic nights.
100%. No, that's like every comedian knows
Yeah,
that.
that's us doing
Hey,
open mic
Mashi.
nights. When we
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Join us.
Yes.
And you have to go through the pain and break yourself.
All the time.
I'm closer to that than in my business voice, in my business self. But even like tonight's monologue and tonight's show in general was a step forward towards being more fully owning that, because I do love to wear suits and dress up, and I've worn a suit jacket for every episode. But I decided tonight, usually in my life I wear a black t-shirt. I want to try an episode just with a black t-shirt. And I wanted the monologue to be weirder and more uniquely me, and a little bit less generic of a talk show host. You said that was your favorite part.
I literally, and I never say anything I don't mean. I'd rather just say nothing. I only speak what I really feel. So this is the only episode I saw. I came outside, the first thing I said to Bhavna was the monologue. I said I wasn't expecting it. It was so good.
Thank you.
I thought like Ben is going to be interviewing people, which he was, but that was frequency.
Thank you.
Come up with the Scientology, Elmo?
I'm trying to think. So the show is primarily written by me and my two other main writers. We have a few other people contributing who are amazing, but me and Stuart and Caroline write most of the show. And last night we thought of this Elmo thing. And then last minute I altered it a little bit so we can't be sued by the Sesame Street people. I drew eyebrows on Elmo. And thank you. And it was really, really fun. But as a business leader, the challenge really is to separate the signal from the noise, and it's hard sometimes to know what matters and what doesn't.
How did you guys meet?
Oh, it's a long story. On Zoom.
Try to
during
summarize
lockdown.
it. I'm curious because the audience might not know.
No, yeah, because it was lockdown and I was in Zimbabwe. I just found a show.
We were doing a Zoom show.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to apply. So I messaged a couple of the hosts, and then, Chris Bowers responded. I was like, yeah, come through, do a 5-minute set, and I became a regular. That's one of the reasons why I got to come to America, because of that show.
We were your first appearance of any kind in America.
Appearance in America.
They did a shitload of appearances with us, crushed it every time.
It was amazing. That show saved my life, by the way, because of the tips. Remember, nobody was working.
Yeah.
I was staying with my sister and my
You
mom.
got to keep all your tips during your performance.
So the tips, then I would go and buy grocery.
Wow.
So it literally saved my life. If it wasn't for that show, I don't know.
Wow.
So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for real.
I love that story.
I told Steve that. I was like, yo, you have no idea.
Holy shit.
It went a long way. Because $100 back home is like
times many times.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
and our fans were so generous. The mad ones watching are so generous.
Yeah, saved my life.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
How's your sweet daughter doing?
She's doing great.
Yes?
Actually. Yeah, I mean, she's going through another recurrence right now, but no side effects.
Can you summarize the journey real quick for people listening?
Yes, mine and Josh's daughter was born with a low-grade brain tumor at 8.5 months old. She did 7 years of chemotherapy. She's had 13 surgeries, just had her 7th brain surgery, and she's having her first recurrence in
How old
7
is she
years.
now?
She'll be 14 October 3rd.
Just one of the sweetest, most interesting, lovely troopers. Like light and warm and funny and whimsical while going through more than most humans will ever in their life go through.
And you're gonna love
what
this.
a unique human.
You're gonna love this. We've got a golf tournament coming up at the end of the month, and she's gonna be doing a 5-minute stand-up set.
Yeah.
All dad jokes. All dad jokes.
Hell yeah.
She has a joke of the day on her page, on her Prayers for Sophie page on Instagram and on Facebook.
What is it? At Prayers for Sophie. S-O-F-I-E.
P-H-I-E.
Right. I was testing you.
P-H-I-E.
I don't know if you even know it.
In case you remember.
At Prayers for S-O-P-H-I-E.
But she can go 20 minutes with nothing but dad jokes and not stop. She's brilliant at comedy. She has all these little sound effects she makes after, and these dun-duns, and she's got really good timing. She's working on her timing. She's like 14 years old.
I'm happy to give her some advice if she wants to hop on a Zoom and practice with me.
Oh my God, she'd
she
love
can
that.
practice the 5 and I'll give her some tips.
She'd love that. All right, let me get her a
But I'll
solid
also
5.
laugh.
We'll get her a solid 5, and then we'll present it to you.
Cool.
And then you can help her before she has to do her little routine.
So happy to. I'm so sorry about the recurrence, but it'll just make her stronger.
We've had deep conversations around the cheese trade.
Nice.
About life.
Yeah. What's the meaning of life?
What is your answer?
I would have to say family.
Wow. And you're like the best family man, the most organic family man I've met. You're so proud and fluid with the way you're like, I'm in dad mode now. How are you doing, brother? Like, you're so proud of it. You speak it into the world.
Absolutely, man. That's one of my goals in life, was to be a father, to be a husband and a father.
That's amazing.
Have I been the greatest husband? No. But I've been a damn good father, I will say. So, and not having one of my own, so it's kind of learning as you go. You know what I'm saying? So,
Not having one of your what?
own. My father passed.
Oh, wow.
Years and years ago.
How old were you when you passed?
Shoot, maybe I was in high school. High school, yeah. Yeah, high school, college,
Oof.
and then my mom died when I
Oh.
was
Just after high school.
Yeah, college. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
As I got the Black Eyed Peas gig and doing touring and all that stuff, she never got a chance to see all that.
Oh.
But it all goes back to when I was little. Me and my mom used to stay up all night to watch Jay Leno. And she would always say, one day I'm gonna write Jay Leno and have you go on his show and play drums. So from that point, when I was like 9, 10 years old, the first time I played Jay Leno was with the Black Eyed Peas. Wow. So when I was on the stage, like I was like, I started crying and stuff. And then I had a chance to meet Jay and like
You
tell him
did.
the story.
You told him the story?
Absolutely.
What did he say?
Absolutely. he was just like amazed. He's like, wow, I'm so happy to have you here. Blah,
That's
blah, blah.
incredible, man. That's
Yeah.
why you're doing. That's why
Yeah,
you're doing.
yeah.
That's amazing.
So full circle moment from watching
amazing.
Tonight shows, being on a Tonight Show, playing,
whoa,
and now being with you as a musical
making
director
it,
for Tonight Show.
making it.
Absolutely, man. That's progress. And what the guys say, you got to write it down. You know what I'm saying? I agree with everything that he
True.
It's who and who?
Me and you, although I think I would like to kind of guard you, to be honest, though. I want to be against you. It'll be me and Keith against you two.
Okay. All right. After this, it'd be great to see these guys. Host and music director about to lose.
No, because I want to guard him really bad. I want to guard him really bad.
So it's y'all ball though. Y'all.
Someone said that I can't guard him because he's so tall. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's our ball.
Here we go.
That's
our ball. Oh,
it's your ball.
No, it's our ball. Well, I'll take it out.
He misses. He misses.
Right, no, yeah,
Wait,
here we go.
Yeah. No. Check it out. So you want to guard?
Okay, I'm guarding him. Okay, great.
All right, sweet. I got to give. All right. Oh, that's your shot. That's your shot right there. That's your shot.
Oh, go to the three, Keith. Go to the three. There you go. Oh, short. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's one. That's 1-0. Okay.
No, you gotta get back to him. It's that ball.
Oh, it's that ball.
Yeah, reset. Make it take it.
Reset, yeah.
Score. Yeah.
I don't know how you do it in Zimbabwe, but in America, the winner gets the ball. Here we go. Let's go.
That's all they know. That's your shot.
Play the 5. Give him a chance.
You gotta play the 5. Oh my God. The step back.